And welcome to another episode of World Terrific Fights. I am your host F Shy, and here's another video. I will be doing a prediction for my fellow New Japan fans. I'm doing a prediction for the G1 Climax 27. So the tournament kicks off at Hokkaido, July 17th, which already happened, right? Block A will be Yuji Nagata versus Yoshihashi, Togi Makabe versus Bad Luck Fale, Hiroki Goto versus Tomohiro Ishii. Tomohiro Ishii's the guy who fought Kenny Omega in the finals for the U.S. title, for the first U.S. title. Hiroshi Tanahashi, the Intercontinental Champion, versus Zack Sabre Jr., the submission specialist. And Kota Ibushi versus the former Intercontinental Champion, Tetsuya Naito. That's Block A. I watched 3 of the matches so far. Yuji Nagata versus Yoshihashi. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. If you guys want to go watch it, go watch it. Togi Makabe versus Bad Luck Fale. I also watched that one, which was really good. It was like a monster versus monster brawl, which was kind of interesting. And of course, the Japanese love that type of fights. Hiroki Goto versus Tomohiro Ishii. Now, that was an amazing match because they're both good at their unique wrestling style. Because Hiroki Goto, he's a former 2-time or 1-time Intercontinental Champion. He's a former Neverweight Champion. And he's a former Tag Team Champion with Shibata. Shibata's also good. He pulled up a 5-star match with Okada earlier at Sakura Genesis. And then his opponent was Tomohiro Ishii, the guy I was talking about. He fought Kenny Omega in the finals, but he couldn't pull off the win, and so Kenny Omega won. But this was an amazing match. Go watch it. I still have to watch Tanahashi versus Zack Sabre Jr. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a good one. And Kota Ibushi versus Tetsuya Naito, and that's going to be even more amazing because these two are like amazing. And then we have in July 20th, Korkenha, Block B, we have Satoshi Kojima versus Juice Robinson, and this is Juice's first G1, so I hope he does good. This is since he came to New Japan, he said in his promo, everything is first time for everything. So he had like another open weight title match the first time against Hiroki Goto, and then he had a first Intercontinental Championship match against Naito, which he did amazing, and then he was in the U.S. tournament, which he lost to Zack Sabre Jr., but he ended up doing good. He's a pretty good wrestler. He's fighting Kojima. Kojima's a former IWGP Heavyweight Champion, so this might be amazing. If Juice wins, it's going to be a good step for him. All right, Michael Elgin, former Intercontinental Champion, versus Tama Tonga, part of the Bullet Club, GOD. So this is going to be a good match. Well, I might think Michael Elgin might win, but at the end, because I'm a Bullet Club guy, I'm part of the Bullet Club, so I'm going to root for Tama Tonga. Okay. Sonata versus Evil, these two are like teammates. This might be a good match because Evil, Sonata, they're like good in their own unique way. So this might be a good match. It's gonna come basically tomorrow, 5:30 a.m. Eastern, and it's also gonna be with English commentary. And then we have IWGP Heavyweight Champion, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada versus Toru Yano. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not really gonna say anything, but it's all good. And then the main event is Minoru Suzuki versus Kenny Omega. Earlier, when I was watching the show, for Block A at Hokkaido, on July 17th, I was watching it last night, and they kicked off tag team matches on the first hour, and it was a Kenny Omega, Tama Tonga, and Chase Owens versus Desperado, Taichi, and Suzuki. And when Kenny Omega pulled out his hand, Suzuki got attacked, and then they took it all the way to the back, And the same thing happened between Fale and Togi. When those two fought, they went to the same area where Kenny Omega and Suzuki were fighting. So that's karma right there. So yeah, but if Kenny loses, I'm gonna be mad. Kenny is my all-time favorite. The U.S. champion Kenny Omega, the cleaner, and Minoru Suzuki is the guy who beat Hiroki Goto for the never openweight title earlier this year. So that's gonna be an amazing match. So, all right. So far, now you know who's in Block A and Block B. Now, my prediction is, some people are saying Naito or Kota Ibushi are gonna be from the Block A, and for Block B, it's gonna be either Omega or Okada. What I think and what I want is that beginning Hiroshi Tanahashi was the ace. He was the main guy to hold the world title, right? Until Okada came, they built Okada. They made him lose to him a couple times until they built him good. He finally beat Tanahashi in the main event of Wrestle Kingdom. Now he's the official ace and he's the main guy now. Now they're gonna do the same thing with Kenny Omega. Probably. Because Kenny Omega so far he's really successful. He's a former IWGP Junior Champion, former IWGP Intercontinental Champion, and he's the current IWGP US Champion. First US Champion. And then when he becomes the World Champion, he's officially going to be the main guy. Like, sometimes when people win the main title, they're not called the main guy automatically. They just won the world title. It's not always like you win the world title, so you're gonna end up being the main guy. I mean, you are the guy that everybody's eyes are on, but you're not really the guy, if you know what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not talking about Roman Reigns, but I'm talking about, if you know what I'm talking about. But my prediction, I think the finals should be Kota Ibushi versus Kenny Omega. Why? Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi have old history. They were a tag team. They were best friends, and Kenny Omega and him were close to each other. Yeah, they had the same mind, and now it would make perfect sense if Kenny Omega fights his good old friend Kota Ibushi in the finals. That would make perfect sense for the storyline and for the tournament, because that's what I think. They're former best friends, and then until Kenny joined the Bullet Club, then I don't know what happened, because what I know from my perspective, Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega, they have really good history, so that's why I think they should be in the finals. Otherwise, Naito's good too. Tanahashi's good. Goto's good. I mean, these guys already won a G1. Kota Ibushi, I don't think he ever won a G1 climax. And Kenny is the defending tournament champion, you can say. So I think it should be Kenny Omega versus Kota Ibushi, and I would love to see that match and look forward to it. Anyway, you guys give me your thoughts in the comments below. Who do you think should be in the finals of the G1 from Block A and from Block B? Well, my first choice from Block A is Kota Ibushi. My second choice is, I would say, Naito. I didn't like him when he was an Intercontinental Champion, but then I kind of realized that he's pretty good for his gimmick. Then second, I would say, of course, Tanahashi, but Ishii is doing pretty good this year. He's gotten a victory over Kenny Omega, and he's beaten Zack Sabre Jr. in a really, really intense match in the G1 special in Long Beach, California. And then he just had amazing matches throughout the year, so it's gonna be amazing. And from Block B, of course, my number one pick is Kenny Omega. I already told you that. Number 2, if I'm gonna vote for anybody, it's gonna be Okada. Of course, because he's just something else. He is the actual ace of New Japan. And finally, I would say between Suzuki and Kojima. Kojima's pretty good, but I think Suzuki number 3. But that's most likely. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't want it to happen. I want Kenny Omega versus Kota Ibushi. Thank you for watching. Give me your thoughts in the comments below, and I hope you like my opinion. Please subscribe, like my video, and thank you for watching. Bye.